Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day three. Day three is going to be pretty quick. We're going to look at two words, but first of all, we're going to go back and do a quick run through just to get you refreshed. Our spelling words for this week, remember, are destruction, describe, construct, scribble, inscription, scribe, manuscript, structure, instruction, and description. Now, we have been working so far this week with our Latin roots, and remember that these are word parts that carry just a basic meaning. They come from our Latin language. We are talking about struct, scribe, and script. We're going to also, or we have been using this week also, prefixes and suffixes as we decode and break apart our words, because it's important that we have these skills so that when we are looking at a new word, that we have different ways, different skills to in our pocket or in our mind in order to break them apart so that we can understand the meaning. So we have to be able to have tools to decode so that we understand what we're reading when we get to a word that we are not familiar with. So let's go ahead and take a look at our words today that I wanted to share with you. We talked about describe and scribble yesterday. And we know that we talked about briefly that scribe and script are going to have the same meaning. So therefore, we're going to come to a point where we're going to have to say, scribe and script both mean to write. Well, why would they do that to us? Well, guess what? That means we're going to have to pull out another tool. So we're going to have to look at the beginning and the end of a word and see if there's something else that we recognize, okay? So I'm going to ask you to help me out. I'm going to ask that you help me out as we look at these last or these two words for today, scribe and description. Now, here we have our word, and what was my root again? Let me hear you. Exactly, to build. Good job, scribe, right here. And this one is very short because guess what? It looks like all they did was to add that silent E there to the end of my word. And, oh no, I made a mistake. Why would I put to scribe would be to build? All right, it is not. It's to write. And so to scribe is a person. It can also to be a person who copies manuscripts by hand. And we're going to actually look at manuscript tomorrow. So we will have that tool in our pocket already to decode that word. So let's look at description. Ooh, that's a pretty long word. We're going to have to break that one apart. So where do you see my roots? Exactly, script right up here. And remember what we said. It also means, there you go, it means to write. See, I knew you were paying attention. You heard me. Now, what else do you notice about this word that we've used before in this week's lessons? It has a what? Exactly. See, you've been with me. It has a prefix, and we've talked about that D or description. It has from or down. Exactly. A description. That D means from or down. So it could mean that I'm going to write something down. Exactly. Now, I also have a suffix. All right, what's that suffix? I didn't put that on there, but I wanted to see if you knew it. If you know it, type it in the comment box and surprise your teacher. I want to see if you knew, if you remembered what um, the action of the word that we're looking at. What was that suffix that we talked about? That when we added it, it meant the action of. You think it's I-O-N? Add it and we'll see. So now we look at our meaning, the act of describing. I was trying to see if I could move my slide up a little bit more, but it's not going to let me. Okay, but the meaning of description is the act of describing something. Okay, so see, I had to take this word and I had to pull it apart from the beginning, the middle, and the end to get a clear definition or understanding of what that word meant. You guys did a pretty good job today. I appreciate your hard work. So I'm going to let you go for now, but I'll see you tomorrow for day 4 so we can wrap this week up. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.